I spent 3 nights cruising on the Disney Fantasy. Here's what we did day 1. We got all checked in at Port Canaveral and boarded the ship around lunchtime. We had a quick lunch at Cabanas and then headed up to the top deck to take some pictures. And since this was such a short cruise, we were not wasting any time, so we had a mixology class booked at 2, so we headed to Skyline for that, and this was so much fun. It was like the perfect way to kick off the trip. We got to try 5 different cocktails. A bunch of us volunteered to help make some of them, which was extra fun. The crew working in the bar was amazing, so this was just like I said, the perfect way to kick off the trip. Somehow after all of that, we made it to our muster station for the emergency drill, and then we headed to the pool for a little bit until it was time to go to dinner, which was at Royal Court this evening, so we decided to dress up, and it was a really good dinner. Started with some really good rolls, and then I had the fried brie and the French onion soup, because when in a French restaurant, obviously had to get that. Had the steak for my main course, but then the highlight was definitely this souffle for dessert for me. It was so good. After dinner, we went to see Aladdin. This was my first time seeing Disney Cruise Line's production of this, and it was like Broadway level. Not that I expected anything less, but it was so good. At this point, the ship still had not left Port Canaveral, which was a little strange, but it meant we had the literal perfect view to see a SpaceX launch that happened to be happening that night, so we went outside to watch that. We popped back into the atrium and watched the characters for a little bit and listened to the band. They were doing a bunch of Beatles covers, and then it was time to go to the Tube because it was time for Match Your Mate, so I got a drink and then enjoyed the show. The show is always so funny. It then immediately transitioned into like a country night, which was honestly super fun for me because I love to line dance, so there were line dancing lessons. We did like country music themed trivia, and then after all that, it was finally time to go to bed, so I read my book on the balcony for a little bit while I waited for my turn in the bathroom. We still hadn't left port, but finally at 12:30 we got to watch the ship pull away.